I'm kind of fucking freaking out, man. I just had another kind of thought. Look, Ezekiel, man, I forgot which exact man, I got my Bible out behind me in the other room, but the wheel within a wheel prophecy. Look, if you look at the CERN machine, it's a wheel within a wheel within a wheel. Uh I mean, if you look at the Mayan calendar, it's like a wheel within a wheel within a wheel, fucking, and they kind of roll around in circles. Uh, the I Ching is really kind of like when you add one triagram and stack it on another. That's kind of a wheel within a wheel, and they just similar to the Mayan calendars. It's like gears. They're like gears of something, man. It's like an ancient form of knowledge that's been lost, and it seems like they've refound it, just like these old technologies potentially. Maybe they have really unlocked the fallen angel technology. I mean, I'm even thinking yes, it's true, and this is where all this stuff comes from now, and it's history repeats itself, and there is nothing new under the sun, and that would really literally, not just metaphorically. You know what I'm saying? It'd be metaphorically and literally. And same thing with the time travel. That would explain, you know what I'm saying? It's happening all and again and again and again. Uh, I'm pretty much freaking out right now, man. Not like I said, I'm just freaked out, but I'm not afraid. I mean, if that makes any sense, because it's shocking how connected all this shit really is. It's like that everything is connected, and chaos theory, butterfly effect, that stuff is all, I think that's real. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, like, every action causes it, or equal opposite reaction. Energy never dissipates, only changes form. That would go to support the chaos theory or Murphy's law. Everything bad that will happen. And they're snatching these up out of universal laws, and this is under the, like, actual God's understanding. This is just man's just philosophy, which is pretty strong shit. It's put in us to get pretty, I mean, that's what the knowledge of good and evil is why we have things like philosophy, and it's pretty true. But people get off at points, and like I said, philosophy alone is unfulfilling at the end. You fancy yourself that you're this greater than you are, but look, if you really look at it, even if listen, say you're allied to some force, and it, you know, it kind of lends you its power. You know what I'm saying? You're still, at the end of the day, you're not really no better than you are. It's a strong delusion. You know, and I understand. You know what I'm saying? I've had things in control over people before. I know how it feels. You know, sometimes you feel like you pull a fast one, and you're like, but you know, in the end, you only pull fast ones on yourself, because I'm a fucking dick. You know what I'm saying? And it's easier sometimes just to humble thyself, man, and just admit it. Yeah, I can be a dick, so I can understand where these people are at. So I'm not. I can understand, but I'm still not cool with what the end result. You know, the end game. So I'm just, you know, trying to just figure out as much as I can before, you know, it gets too late where we're not gonna be able to communicate anymore. And then that's why everyone's got to, you know, you got to seek it out now. It's like kind of like the Bible says, you got to seek God while he may be found. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. This is one of those times we got to seek it while we got it, because we very well could be in a dark ages type situation. Look, orchestratedly, like just someone hits a switch and everything goes down, and it's like you're on your own for a while, and then after everyone's fucking dead, or you know, and only the strong survive, they'll reemerge out of the fucking holes in the earth, you know, and they're they'll probably send their terminators out first. You know what I'm saying? To get rid of the resistance that's left on the earth. But yeah, they're gonna go in them bunkers soon, and then the super mega rich are gonna take their Foo Fighter orbs and rockets and fly off to space. Till basically, I think they think they're gonna escape Armageddon. They're gonna wait up into the fucking space, and then come back down and start all over again. And look, if there's people on the earth, they'll be like, oh my gosh, it's God's. And it'll be the same, God forbid, it's the same whackness all over again. Like, really, the Terminator. Like, they keep sending new Terminators back every year to try to get further and finish the agenda. I mean, listen, I use these as catch-all phrases and metaphors to describe a real thing. So, I mean, don't get it twisted. I don't really mean literally the movie The Terminator. It's just I use it as a catch-all term. Skynet, machines that will kill you. AI, things that think for themselves. They don't have a human conscience. When you employ things to do your policing for you, what kind of result are you going to get from cold machines that just do what they're programmed to do, and they don't have no free will? Think about that. We have these things now, right now. No denying it. So, just it would be nice to just have a leg up and just have just a basic understanding of these things and what the potentials could be. So I mean, that's what I'm saying. When I can go show you, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's there. You can see it. So I mean, you can't, if you don't want to say you're crazy when I can show you that I'm not crazy. I'm not just making this shit up. I mean, it's, you look stupid when you make fun of someone who's actually is, trying to warn you, give you forewarning of the danger you're in. It's like, so just, it's, don't, just because someone says something that sounds crazy. Look, I heard a lot of things 5 years ago sounded crazy, but today I should have knew 10 years ago, but it wasn't the time. It's like the shit's all coming out all at once. It's like the floodgates of knowledge are all busting open right now. Like, almost this is like it's almost like the gates are gonna, first, this is like, it's like, I guess you'd say the water broke. This is the water coming through first. Next, the womb of the earth is gonna open up with hell, the abyss, the bottomless pit. Revelations 9:11. So, and I'm seeing these drones, and I'm thinking in the Bible, and they even sound, they sound like lawnmowers and shit. They sound like locusts, the locusts of the Bible that come out of the bottomless pit. Maybe the bottomless pit, before they could actually open it, they were getting information sent out of the bottomless pit to these scientists to build this technology so that the devil basically can come up out of the bottomless pit, or the angels, the watchers, they can come out, and then they can take automatic control over all of our world, because the people on this world that have been being channeled all this information to kill us are helping release people that are gonna, it's, the Bible says that angel that comes out of that bottomless pit is called the Destroyer. And I mean, you can just Google that name, the Destroyer. When you say the Destroyer, see what all comes up. I'm not even sure. I've never done it myself, but I know already what should come up. It's a universal God, the God of destruction and chaos. And this is one of the deities and the forces that they worship, and that they're using. They use it every day in your life. It's Agenda 21. It's the guide stones. In order for the guide stones, they need to release this angel, the Destroyer, so it'll come and wipe off all the people on the planet, so they basically can come back and reign as kings for the rest of their days on the earth, and reinstitute the old Atlantis legend, and we're 10 god kings, and and this fits right into the Bible too. So you got to look into that stuff if you get the chance. So I'm kind of freaked out, but like I said, I'm not afraid, but I still am freaked out because it's just deep. It's not nothing. My mind's been blown over and over again, but my mind's blown and freaked out. I'm freaked out how mind-blowing this is, and like what the implications. I mean, people have been talking about clones and potential time travel for a while, and I thought, man, that's just, no. Mm-mm. But now I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope not. Because, I mean, it's getting more Terminator. It's fucking retarded how Terminator life is starting to look. And people don't realize it. It's like, you need to go watch all the Terminators again. And if you've never seen The Matrix, you should watch that a few times. Watch They Live. Let me think. Some other good movies like that. But I mean, if you don't want to watch documentaries, watch those movies and look for the retelling of what they're telling you. Telling you danger's coming, and it's telling you they knew in advance these things were coming. They knew for a long time these things were coming. They knew this day was coming. They've been planning. They've been working at it for a long time, and it's here. And what freaks me out is people ain't freaked out enough about it. And life is so far away from what it should be, and it looks normal. That is what's scary. It's like they have hit it perfectly. It seems like, just looking at it, you can't, it's creepy. You can't put your finger on it because it looks too normal, and that's the problem. Because there's by no means should anything be normal in these days. Politically, geopolitically, what's going down with all the tumult and the calamity, it shouldn't look normal. And I mean, it doesn't really, but look, they've conditioned us through cry wolf response, Chicken Little response, asymmetrical, psychological ops, agitation ops. I mean, we've been fucked every which way, and in backwards and forward and side to side. That's the nature of this thing that they're doing. And they're kind of like, it's like, it's sensory overload. They're giving you so much input that something's going to cancel you out and something will get by. It doesn't matter. Whatever gets by, they'll exploit later on down the road somehow. I mean, that's just what it is. It's like when heat-seeking missiles coming after a plane, and they shoot out this fire thing. It shoots out like 10, 15 different little fireballs, and it draws the heat-seeking missile into the fireballs. Basically, that's what it is. We're all heat-seeking missiles out here on our targets where we're trying to get this information out. So these guys shoot out all these flares, these cluster flares, to draw off our accuracy, and it works. We stall out. We don't know which target to go after, and we miss our mark because it's clever. It's like trying to chase two rabbits. You cannot. You know what I'm saying? You'll miss them both. But if you focus on one, you can hit it. So that's the thing. They're throwing out 10 rabbits at once and trying to confuse you. It's kind of like in the Book of Samurai. It says, a bird of prey, though it flies into the midst of 10,000 birds, it pays no attention other to the one that it first marks. That's marksmanship. Just look at that bird. It teaches you marksmanship. That's how you focus your eye on the target. I mean, not your eye, but your attention from your eye. Because you can look straight and see off in your peripheral. So, I mean, as long as you just set your eye to see something,